Welcome, everybody. Thank you for taking a little time on your Sunday morning or wherever you are. Maybe it's a different time of day.
Afternoon.
Oh, great. Well, thank you. I know how the afternoons can be, especially on a Sunday. So my heart really honors you for taking the time out of your lives to devote this moment to slowing down to the pace of your breath. And it's really the pace of love. It's not the pace of the outside world. It's not the pace that the mind is accustomed to. And it's not the pace we use to meet our deadlines or our to-do lists. So we are here today to slow it all down. And in slowing down, it is my hope that you can connect more deeply to yourself, to your body, allowing your nervous system to move out of stress and into calm. So the nervous system modulates the function of all our organs and is one of the keys to a healthy body and mind. If the nervous system is in a fight or flight mode, then things aren't going to go well. So you may eat a meal, but you won't digest it. You may have a wonderful bedtime routine, but the sleep quality will be low. So today you will experience 2 breathing patterns that can support a resilient nervous system and help to bring your body back into calm and smooth function. It's my hope that you will feel a palpable change in your body and mind. So this next part might be a review for some of you who have attended before, but before we jump into our session, I want to talk about how we breathe. Is there anyone here familiar with pranayama or Wim Hof methods? I know most of you, so I know who's familiar with those things. The methods we'll be doing today are from the Soma breath method, started by Niraj Naik, and is based on pranayama techniques. But you don't need to know those. I'm going to describe them for you. They're very easy. So let's take a look at our breathing right now. I invite you to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And on your next inhale, just notice which hand is moving first and which hand is maybe moving more dramatically. And even though I'm a bit nervous right now, I feel that I'm my belly hand is moving a bit more, which is great. But sometimes when we are a bit nervous or hurried, we can be breathing into our chest. And one of the things that is problematic about that is when we breathe into our chest, there are receptors in these muscles that will activate our fight or flight or our stress response. So today we want to be breathing more into the belly. And it's funny, I've went to yoga for years and they said, let's do belly breathing, and I was very good about that. But I learned that I was using my abdominal muscles and I really wasn't using my diaphragm. And the diaphragm is that muscle underneath our lungs before the abdomen that really helps us take a deep breath. And that's where we want to focus today. So and the benefit of that is it is actually each time it pumps, it is massaging our abdominal organs. And that is wonderful because they really don't get that much love any other time of the day. Our arms and legs, they get the fluids and waste pumped back every time we move. But our abdomen needs that extra help from the diaphragm to pump back the waste and lymph to the body to be recycled. So one way we can try to access this muscle in that place and maybe even feel it today is we take our right hand and place it next to us wherever is our seat. Let our weight be on that right hand. And we'll take our left hand and let it drape over our heads, maybe lean more onto that right arm. And we're going to blow out all of our breath. And blow it out through pursed lips, blow it all out, everything. And when you get to the end, take a deep inhale through your nose. And if you had blown out all the air, you might feel a little stretch in that back area or the middle area of your ribs. So we'll take the other side, see if we can feel it there. And we'll lean on our left hand, put the weight there, take the right arm, drape it across your head, lean a little bit more, nice stretch, nothing to hurt, and we'll blow out all the breath, everything out, everything, all of it. Breathe in through the nose. And maybe you felt a little pull under your ribs. And if you didn't, that's okay. That's the area we want to tune into today as we're using our diaphragmatic muscle to breathe. So find a comfortable spot as we finish just a few more things. So the next piece of breathing that we want to focus on today is nasal breathing. And I know that some people who might be listening to the recording or present here today have read James Nestor's book called Breathe. And he describes so many reasons why nasal breathing is important, but one I want to highlight today is this small, important molecule called nitric oxide. You might have heard of it before, but it's a very small molecule that one of the ways it's produced is by air flowing past our nasal passages. And that's very excellent because it has so many purposes. It's antibacterial, it's antifungal, it opens up the airways in the lungs, and after it diffuses into our circulation through the lungs, it opens up the circulation to our body. It's even an antioxidant, so as it's circulating through your brain and body, it's actually fighting the free radicals and neutralizing them. So that's one of the main reasons we want to be breathing through our nose today. And then for those who were here last time, you might remember the 3 S's. So we want to breathe slowly. And what does that mean? When we breathe with the count, we're breathing 1, 2, 3, 4. We want our breath to go through the whole count. We don't want to use up our breath in the first two counts. Secondly, we want it to be smooth. We don't want to have a big breath in the beginning and then very little breath at the end. And we want it to be silent. We don't want, if we have a neighbor next to us, to be like, oh my gosh, are you breathing very heavy over there? So we want the breath to be slow, smooth, and silent. So for today, there'll be 3 phases of our session. The first part will be breathing in the beats. So we will be breathing along with music, and there will be counting. The first session will be breathing in for 2 and out for 4. Anytime we have an exhale that is longer than our inhale, that really activates the rest and digest part of our nervous system. The second section, where we will breathe in beats, will be in for 4 and out for 4. Anytime we equalize our in and out, we can achieve a resonant breath. This is very helpful for improving our heart rate variability. And without getting into all of that, which will be another class, it is very beneficial to balance the nervous system that way. So you will get both of these breathing techniques in our session today. So after we complete that breathing with the music and the counting, we will have a section where I'll ask you to deeply inhale and to exhale your breath and to hold your breath. So I invite you to hold it as long as is comfortable for you. And for the yogis out there, this technique is called Rishesha Rachaka Kumbhaka. It provides a very short hypoxia. And you may say, Dr. Shannon, why would we want our oxygen levels to be low? If you've heard of these professional athletes who go up into the high altitudes or even go into chambers that make those simulations of high altitudes, they are doing this for the low oxygen. When we briefly or prolonged have lower amounts of oxygen, we activate growth hormones, repairing hormones in our body. We also activate the neural, it's called brain-derived neurotropic factor. So we will improve the connections in our brain. So many benefits of just having a short breath hold, whatever's comfortable for you today. The third section, after that, we will take a deep inhale together, and then we will hold that breath in at the top. That breath hold for the yogis is called Antara Kumbhaka. And this is important because it takes all of that spinal fluid that we have bathed in nitric oxide and we push it up to the brain. This also creates a little gentle pressure in the brain, which may activate your pineal gland. For the yogis out there, to enhance this part of the practice, you can use a pelvic floor squeeze, or it's also called Mula Bandha. And for those of you who are interested but not sure what that is, basically it's tightening the pelvic floor or the muscles that you would use to hold your urine to make it to the bathroom. So, if you feel lightheaded or uncomfortable today, I just invite you to go back to the natural pace of your breath, or to maybe make your breath a little more gentle. For those who may be pregnant or have uncontrolled blood pressure or heart rhythms, or maybe seizures that aren't controlled, or lung or heart issues that are very serious, then I invite you just to use the rhythmic breath in the first section and to avoid the breath holds today. So, does anyone have any questions before we move into the next section?
Should we be sitting or lying down when we do this physical?
Great. So this first section, we're going to be oming, and it's about 5 minutes. But after that, I invite everyone to lay down if it's possible and to let your body fully relax. Yes, Susan?
Sorry, I'll let you finish that. Let your body fully relax. Still answering that question.
Can you say that one more time?
Were you still answering that question about laying down or sitting? Sorry.
Yeah. So if it's available to you, you can lay down. And I think it allows your body to more fully relax. Does that make sense? But if not, sitting is perfectly fine.
My question was, what time of day do you recommend this particular one we're doing?
Like what time of day?
Is that
Yeah.
a
Yeah, I
important-
recommend in the mornings. That's why I scheduled this in the morning. And I also recommend it on an empty stomach. Not that it would harm any, digestive process. It will help. But I feel that you can relax more deeply if the food is not actively being digested.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so for the next section, I'm just adjusting my sound again. Can you hear the music now? Okay, so we're going to be oming. And for oming, we might know it as om, O-M, but there's another pronunciation, A-U-M. And I'm going to switch the music because we'll be oming along with a nice track. So, when we om, you might be familiar that it vibrates the body. You can actually feel it. When we aum, we stretch out the sounds, we can vibrate different parts of our body. So when we say ah, especially if you get it really down and let yourself open up to the vibration in the body, we can vibrate the abdomen and pelvis, our pelvic organs and our digestive organs. So you might try that with me. Say ah, see if you can feel it. Ah. The next part is ooh. So if we say ooh, try that with me. Ooh, you might feel it in your chest. Ooh. And the last part, most people know when we say the head vibrates a bit. So we'll get a little bit of full body vibration today, full body massage. So let me get that track up to the oming. There we go.
Shannon, should we unmute when we're oming so we can hear a group om? It doesn't matter.
Hold on, Jan. Can you say it one more time?
Should we unmute when we're oming so we can hear a group om, all of us, or it doesn't matter?
I think with Zoom, it's very challenging to have all the sounds mixed together. Okay. So be comfortable. Unless I can figure that out someday, I think on mute will be good. And I'll have you on mute for the rest of the time. Okay, thank you. So breathing out. Take a breath in. Letting the body vibrate. Letting the body fully settle down. Feeling the power of your voice. Letting your awareness travel with the vibration. Now I invite you to find your comfortable space, whether that be sitting or lying down. Bring your awareness to your body. Leave all the worries and responsibilities behind. They'll still be there when we finish. This is your devotion to you. And listen to your body as it settles down. How has it been feeling about your regular pace of life? Maybe it needs some space, some time. Maybe it needs more attention. Let your body know that today we will be slowing down to the pace of your breath, to the pace of your love. Now bring to mind something that you feel truly grateful for in this moment. And really see that person or thing or place in your mind's eye clearly. And notice whatever feeling that brings up in your body. And I invite you to give that feeling a color. Maybe it's white, bright, sparkly, whatever color feels right to you. And start to see that color expand. Letting it expand with every breath as we move in to the paced breathing. Tune into that breath, letting it flow in and out through your nose. That's right. Now we get ready to breathe in beats in a 2-4 rhythm. Breathe out. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. In, out. That's right. In, out. In, out. In like an ocean wave. No end, no beginning. In with gratitude. In with gratitude, out with stress. That's That's right. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. Letting the prana flow through your body. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, out. Now bring your awareness back to your gratitude. In, out. Letting that color build with every breath. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. 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 That's right. Let that feeling start to increase in your body. Use the breath to circulate it to every organ. Circulate every cell. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. That's right. This is the power of your breath, expanding that feeling. Let it build. Take a big breath in, hold it, and let it go with an Om. And hold your breath at the end with a natural pause. There's no need in this moment to breathe. And if there's a little urge, try to override it, letting your power expand just a little more. Letting your body float in this moment. But if you need to take a little sip of air, just do that and blow it back out. Returning to your natural breath hold. Because life is just a series of inhales and exhales. And right now, you are pressing pause on life, letting your body slow down to your natural pace, the pace of love. So let that feeling of love build in your body as you float in this moment. Go ahead and take a big breath in. Hold it at the top and squeeze the pelvic floor. And release with another Om. And just return to your natural breath, floating in this moment. Now we go into a 4-4 breath. Go ahead and breathe out. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. 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 In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. In, out, in, out, in, out. Slowing down even more. Let every breath fill you up. Brighten you up. That's right. Let the breath rise and fall. Let that prana flow. Let that tension go. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, out. Let yourself be breathed by the music, by life, by light. Out. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, out. through the nose, out through the nose or mouth, in, out, in with gratitude, out with stress. Feel the love. That's right. You've got the groove. Just let it move. Let your breath flow. Let your light glow. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in. You are powerful. You have everything you need to receive. Just let your breath go. Let the breath flow. And take a big breath in, and then let it all out, holding your breath in a natural pause. This is a natural pause in your pace of life, where you can tune in to your body, tune in to your higher power. Find the right pace for you. We might not know how to act in every moment, but all we need is just the next step. And as you float in this moment of stillness, be open to guidance. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and take a big breath in. Squeeze it at the top and the pelvic floor, and let it go with a sigh. And just rest in the good feelings you've created today. Rest and listen.